Hi, it's Alaska Granny. If you're looking for a product to keep you safe, warm, dry, and secure in any environment, then you need to check out the Landshark. The Landshark is a large, heavy-duty sack that's made out of 10 mil plastic that has a waterproof mylar layer in the middle. And you can climb inside it, use it as a shelter, use it as a tent, cut it apart, use it as a tarp. And let me show you some of the features of this fantastic Landshark product. The Landshark begins with a very heavy-duty little bag that it comes in. It has a zipper opening. It has a clip on here so you can clip it on something. On the reverse, there's two ways you can use it. It has a Velcro strap so you could hook it over something. It also has a wide, heavy-duty stitch strap so you could put it through a belt or something. So there are many ways that you could attach this, utilize it, and make sure that you have the proper survival gear in any situation. When you unzip the Landshark pouch, comes already wrapped in a protective case. Tear it open, you can use the Landshark, then you can dry it out, fold it up, put it back in the pouch, and use it again. It's not just a one-use thing, it's a heavy-duty, well-made product that you can use over and over again to keep yourself safe, warm, dry, and secure. You can see at the top of the bag it says tear here, and there's a little notch. So I'm going to tear this off, and I can remove the Landshark from the pouch. Now it comes with a cardboard set of directions. So it's a completely waterproof, double-stitch seamed bag. It gives you all kinds of tips on basic survival skills and things to remember in case you're in an emergency. You can refer to the card for tips on making yourself safe and able to survive and thrive. The Landshark can be used on land or in water while you're wearing a flotation device. Surviving in the water can be extremely difficult. If you're in frigid water, this can keep you warm, and if you are in warm water, it can protect you from sharks because you're not flailing around outside of the bag. It can also protect you from jellyfish that can float up and sting you. No matter what climate you're in, if you're out in a boat, a Landshark should be with you at all times. You can see it's a very well-made, heavy-duty bag. It's very big, and it has 3 layers. It has 2 heavy layers of plastic and a mylar inner layer that keeps it completely dry. One side is orange, and if you turn it completely inside out, it's camo for stealth survival. If you're ever in a survival situation where you do not want to be discovered, simply turn the bag inside out. When you turn it inside out and you get inside of it on the camo side to the outside, you are not only not visible to the naked eye, but you also can't be detected by the heat-seeking apparatuses that some people might use to discover your location. So this is great for a military application as well. You can see that it's huge. It's big enough for any large person to get inside and fit. It's wide enough if you're wearing heavy clothing. It's wide enough if you're wearing a flotation device. You're still going to fit in here. I can open it up completely and get all the way inside. It has double-stitch seams to make it waterproof. It has a paracord drawstring with a clip on it to fasten it into the position that you want. It's huge. You could probably put 2 small people in here in an emergency situation. It's roomy and big. I can pull the cord up to close off any inclement weather. And I can hold it tightly with the clip so it's not going to come undone. It still allows me plenty of room to breathe, to allow air to flow through so that I don't become overly hot or moisture doesn't condense too much. I can control that. I can also keep my whole head out of bad weather. I can be completely inside. I still have plenty of room to move around. If I was wearing very thick clothing, I would still fit. If I was taller, I would still fit. This is a huge bag. It's made for a very large size adult, so you don't have any fears that you would be claustrophobic or this would be too tight. It's very roomy and I can move around inside of it. It includes a clip. If you were in the water with others, you could clip yourselves together so that you don't become separated. And it also has an attached emergency whistle. If you needed to cut it apart to use it as a tarp, it has the grommets. You could pull the paracord completely out and use it to tie down your tarp. You can see it's made in the USA of very heavy duty, well-made, well-constructed materials. Grommets are reinforced so they don't tear out. The seams are double stitched so that they'll last. And the channel for the cord has been doubled over and stitched nicely so it's going to hold together well. This is roomy enough I can move around and change my position easily. And it's sturdy enough it's not going to hurt it. I can lay completely down and use it for a tent or a sleeping bag. I can sit up and still be comfortable with my legs having plenty of room while it still covers my head and gives me the coverage and the moisture control by allowing me to open or close it to let moisture in or out. The Landshark gives me full coverage and it's very roomy at 38 inches wide and 80 inches long. There's plenty of room no matter what size you are or how much winter gear you're wearing, or if you're wearing your life jacket, your flotation device, and you're in the water. There's still plenty of room and then you can move around, be comfortable, adjust your position, and be safe, warm, and dry. Paracord drawstring goes all the way around, and with the addition of the clip, the grommets, and the whistle, you can fashion this into anything that you could want, knowing that you're going to be safe, dry, secure. You can see the Landshark folds up. It includes directions on how to fold it back up. I folded it. I have it right back into its pouch, ready to use again. If you have any kind of outdoor equipment or activities, you need to get a Landshark. It can protect you from sun, wind, rain, snow, ocean water, lake water. It can protect you from the things that can cause your life to be in danger. If you own a plane, a boat, a snow machine, a four-wheeler, you go camping, even if you go out in your automobile, a Landshark is a wonderful piece of emergency gear that can save your life in any environment. Make sure you're getting the supplies that you need to make sure that you and your family will be okay no matter what happens. Learn more at alaskagranny.com. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.